Assalamualaikum and hi to Doctor and my fellow friends. We are from Group 8 and let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Nur Shahira Akila binti Jami and my metric number is 201943. Okay, we are responsible to present soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion is a process of breaking of lumps of soil on the surface of the soil or earth and transferring them to other places by some erosive agents such as water and moving wind and other causes. In this process, those soil particles are loosened or washed away in the valleys, oceans, rivers, streams, or far away lands. Soil erosion is a continuous process that occurs either slowly or at an alarming rate. It results in a continuous loss of topsoil, ecological degradation, soil collapse, and so on. The top fertile layer of soil is lost in the process. The soil becomes less fertile because of soil erosion. The top layer of soil is relatively light, wind and water may readily carry it away. Why does soil erosion happen? This has been worsening due to human activities such as agriculture and deforestation. I think that's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Akila. Assalamualaikum. I'm Sabrina Sabnin. My metric number is 204524, and I will be discussing about the categories of soil erosion. Basically, there are two types of soil erosion. One is due to water and due to wind. Water erosion is caused by two main forces, raindrop impact and flowing water. Three types of water erosion can occur, sheet, reel, and gully. Sheet erosion is the hardest to see as a uniform soil layer is removed from an area over the surface. A real erosion is a type of erosion starts as water flowing over the soil surface concentrates into small streams, creating channels of water flow. Gully erosion, if the real erosion is not kept under control, it creates gullies, which are deeper and wider cuts. They are really problematic on cropland since tractors and tillage implement cannot get across them. Wind erosion is basically by sands. Sands actually start the wind erosion process. They are round and get lifted into the air like plane wings. These moving particles knock the clay and slip loose into the air, where they can go several thousand kilometers, like water erosion. There are three types of wind erosion. These are surface creep, saltation, and suspension. When the wind speed at the soil surface exceeds 13 miles per hour, approximately 21 kilometers per hour, particles start to roll along and soil surface. Uh, as the wind speeds pick up, the surface particles start leaping off the surface into the air. This process is called saltation. After the saltation begins, the particles heat the surface and knock loose other particles. Knocking them into the air, these include smaller sand particles and clays. Then they are lifted into the atmosphere and can transported long distances until the wind speed decreases. Last but not the least, controlling erosion is very important. Wise use of our soil requires us to minimize erosion. The best way to control water erosion involves slowing down the flow of water and limiting soil detachment. The best way to prevent this is to keep the soil covered with either growing plants or residues from past crops. These absorb the energy from raindrops and slow the rate of water flow over the surface, allowing more time to have water infiltrate through the soil. Tillage is also very important in agriculture, but there are several better management practices that can help reduce erosion. Using cover crops, filter strips, contour farming, and conservation tillage and riparian buffers can help reduce or eliminate soil movement. Minimum and no-till systems help with both type of erosions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sabrina. Hello, everyone. My name is Jenny Awalina Atmapupanchev, and my magic number is 203474. So the next part is the challenges to overcome the issue regarding about the soil erosion. The first one is the mining activity. So mining activity is the process of the extracting useful material from the earth. That some example of the substances that are mined include coal, gold, and also petroleum. So it is the responsible for serious problems of soil erosion. The surface mining destroyed the landscape and forest at the site of the mines when trees, lands and topsoil are cleared from the mining area. So the mining activity are carried out to meet the economic sector for the countries in line with the high demand due to the increase in population growth.